Hello, everybody. My name is Glacial, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Create. Today is episode 4, so we're gonna get into a little bit more of factory and stuff like that. I have done some in between episode work just so we can kind of get right into things. I went mining for a little bit with my new Fortune 3 pickaxe as well as my Silk Touch. I mean, I didn't use my Silk Touch in the mines, but I also got myself a little jetpack right here. So this is added through Create Stuff and Additions. It's very simple, very easy. The recipe is actually really easy. You just need a hydraulic engine, which is the spout of water, and then presses 3 separate times and it will make a hydraulic engine. It's kind of like precision mechanisms where you have to repeat it over and over, and there's a chance of it failing. But yeah, and it just took a couple iron ingots, fluid tanks, and some other create bits and bobs. And then this filling tank is just copper and a tank. And all this one needs is water. It propels you with the water. And it's really easy to kind of just have beginner flight, basically. And then, like I said, I did some in between episode mining. We have a ton of copper, extra zinc, and iron, which I'll just throw in here while that copper is continuing to smelt. Over here, we have a very simple lava farm with some dripstone, just so we can start building up on our lava reserves, because we'll need some for the brass age and stuff like that. And then I also went ahead and made ourselves a mechanical crafter. They're actually relatively simple once you get into the brass age. You use the brass casing with, where is it? With an electron tube. Oh no, wrong one. Where are you? There it is. Electron tube and a crafting table. The brass casing is just an ingot of brass on a stripped log, and then the electron tube is polished rose quartz with the iron sheet, and the rose quartz is just redstone and quartz that is then used with sandpaper to make polished rose quartz. You can also grind it, which we might set up something in the future in our little workshop so we don't have to continually do it by hand like I did for this. But yeah, so it wasn't too difficult since I got into the brass age last episode. And what we're going to be doing to basically start off this episode is I'm going to make a handful of crushing wheels, which will need some kind of stone in the middle. I'm going to make, I guess, 4 sets of crushing wheels, and then we'll need more andesite alloy as well as some wood. Let me make more nuggets. Let's get up to a stack or close enough to, I guess. And then we'll throw these into the mixer so they can start making andesite alloy. And then we will throw the other stuff in here just so we are prepared. And what's really cool about these is they're basically an expanded crafting table. So normally you can only craft in the 3x3 grid, but this expands it out further, and I believe they're infinitely expandable, but obviously you need recipes to fill out that area. You can also manually power them with redstone, like any redstone input, to manually start the crafting. But if you fill out the whole entire system of mechanical crafters, it will automatically start crafting for you. And then on the back here, I just have used my wrench and right-clicked on these intersections so they are all connected, because on this outside, it's all going to be andesite alloy. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed 32 andesite, well, alloy, and whenever I right click this, it will input everything and it will slowly, since our um, cogs are moving kind of slow, it will slowly start combining everything into a crushing wheel, which we will be using this episode. I want to just basically start on the very simple beginner farms that I haven't created yet, just so it makes our lives just a little bit easier. Why did you disappear? Hopefully that works. Yes, it does. Okay. Um, but yeah, so I want to mainly focus on an iron farm today. And then we might also get into more intricate automation things like a automatic mixing setup so that we don't have to keep on waiting for this one, setting up some decent amount of power, and then also just like having basic workshop items. But I want to focus on a iron farm first and foremost. Okay, so I went ahead and made some iron sheets, and what we're gonna do, as well as some brass sheets. And if you are familiar with the Create mod, you might know where I'm going with this. But we are going to be making 3 vaults. Wait, wrong one. 3 item vaults, and then we are going to also be making 3 electron tubes, and we are also going to be making 3 brass hands. We will also need andesite casing, which hopefully we have some. We do. And these will be our deployers, and what we are going to be using with these deployers is or what we're going to be doing is we're going to create a automatic I'm going to need one more brass sheet or iron sheet. I just realized we're going to be making a precision mechanism setup so that we can make precision mechanisms just a little bit easier. Let me grab some kelp and we will create a we will create a brass funnel. Actually 2 of them. That's actually pretty useful. I don't know where to set it up. We kind of have everything all spread out right now, and I might just set up a temporary little SU farm for this setup, just so that we don't have to worry about overstressing this little setup we have right here. Hopefully 6 water wheels will be plenty. I'm almost 100% sure it will be. I don't think we're going to be moving this at full speed anyways, but you know, yeah, it's just for safety, I guess. I don't know. And we might connect a couple more machines to this before we move this into a proper building. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hanging out, having some fun. And speaking of having some fun, I hope you guys have had a wonderful day, and I hope that it is coming to a smooth and nice end, or beginning. You never know when people's days start or where you're at or anything like that, but I hope everything is going well for you guys. And in the first episode, I asked how everybody's time was while I was away. I mean, not that I expect very many comments, but I just wanted to have a quick little conversation and just chat with y'all. I really like interacting with you guys. When you do comment and stuff, I try and respond or just like talk back and have some conversation. But yeah, let me know how your guys' day has gone, or if you are winding down, or if you're just ramping up for the day. It's kind of interesting to see, like, people that are like just getting up and getting ready for the day, but then there's people who have been up for the past 6 hours and getting off of work or whatever. Like, that's very interesting to me, just like knowing that everybody is in like different times and everything like that. I think it's so fascinating to like be connected through that. But let's place this belt down back, or not this belt, the item vaults. That's what they're called. Like so. Simple as that. And I actually, I might make, do I have a gearbox actually? I do, perfect. So we will put this here, extend a gear or a shaft, and then we will place our 3 deployers, like not like that. I've always found the rotation of this very confusing. There we go. Okay, and then bottom. Yep. Okay. And we will place 2 more like so. And then what we will do is put a brass funnel into this side, and then a andesite funnel coming out. And then we will put a barrel right here with a andesite funnel facing inwards. And this is our very quick and simple precision mechanism machine. So if we grab a couple of gold sheets, I'm actually gonna make probably quite a few, meaning we will need this andesite alloy and some wood so that we can make a couple more cogs and stuff. That should be fine. I mean, I don't want a full stack, I guess, but that's fine. If we're doing 8 times 5 is 40, so we'll need 40 of each. Okay. And you need iron ingots as well. So let's get 40 iron ingots. 45 is okay. And it will go the small cogwheel, and then the large cogwheel, and then the iron nuggets. Let's press these down. Let me eat something real quick. And then actually, before I finish that up real quick, I am actually going to make a quick little filter. And I believe it is just iron nuggets. I mean, I could have grabbed some from that machine. And then, yes, a list filter. So what's nice about this is we can use items that are in our inventory to allow. And then also, I believe... actually, let me just real quick throw one of you on and grab it real quick and put this in there as well. And then ignore data, click the check mark, and we'll put this here. And so what that will do is it will allow the incomplete mechanisms and the gold sheets into the vault, and then whenever they are complete, which I think this one is almost complete, it will go into this, this chest here. So let me throw the rest of these down, and it will start processing them in a line. Yes, perfect. And as it works through those, we will continue to get precision mechanisms. There is a possibility, a 20% chance for it to fail, which it will give you like scraps. It will give you gold sheets sometimes, and stuff like that. But I tend to have a pretty good luck with this. Surprisingly, I find it very interesting whenever like some YouTubers or some videos I've seen, they have been making their first precision mechanism and it fails the first time. And I don't think I've ever had a precision mechanism fail the first time. I've had them fail whenever I'm bulk crafting like this, but still not very often. And watch, I'm gonna eat my own words as this final one finishes. No, see? Oh, we had one fail. I mean, that's not that bad. Okay. And then let me sleep again really quick so we don't get bombarded. And what we will do is we are going to take this brass casing and combine it, wrong way, combine it with a precision mechanism to get a rotation speed controller. And this will help us basically speed up or slow down and switch the directions of any mechanisms we make or machines we make. So, for example, just for a quick demonstration, we can place a large cogwheel on top of here. And the power is currently coming through this bottom. Oh, I was like, I hear something. The power is coming through the bottom, but we can hold right click and we can turn it up as fast as we want. And this top cog is spinning at 256, which is the max rotation speed that this can be. And so if we wanted to, we can put this on basically any of our setups and upgrade the speed to whatever we want, even 1, which I don't think anybody has ever used, but it is a possibility. Okay, sorry about that cut. I was going to empty out my inventory, but then I realized a lot of this we are actually going to be using very shortly, so I'm not gonna do it quite yet. But what I am gonna do, I know we just set this up, but hopefully 8 precision mechanisms will be enough for a little bit, or at least until we get our little workshop set up. We're gonna break this down. I know we just built it, but let's break it down. It's kind of in the way now. And what we're going to be working on next is our very simple, quick, easy little setup. I'm just going to throw everything in my backpack. I don't need all of it on me right now. We're going to make our simple little, whatchamacallit, the production factory. I'm not gonna build an outer layer just yet, and I think where should it go? Maybe I'll put it over here, and we will kind of connect it over to this area, maybe. I don't know. Let me think about this for a second before I actually commit to anything or putting down any blocks. Okay, so we are back, and I'm actually kind of jumping ahead real quick, but I flattened out this area a little bit, put a little platform, and got a couple of things that we are going to be using. But I wanted to set up our power system first, hence why I was down here. This is honestly my favorite way to set up very early game mass SU production, is just with a bunch of water wheels right next to each other using the same water source for each wheel. Now, they are going to be facing, or like spinning the opposite way. So, let me, do I have a gearbox? Yes, perfect. So what we can do is put a gearbox down. Now it is spinning the same way as this one. And we are just going to simply connect it like so. And I'm just going to use a shaft since we don't have very many of these encased chain drives. And right here, we're going to go up with our power. We might have to go back one more block with this foundation, which I am okay with. And we will just simply bring this up like so. And now we have power on this level. And what we can do is, actually, we might not have to bring anything back. I just remembered I want to put my, what's it called? My speed controller in this. So we will put it like so. And we will grab a large cogwheel, put it on top, speed this up all the way, and this is actually perfect because this is going to be right within our walls right here. So let's connect you. Nope, not like that. I might have to dig down one more. Oh my gosh, come on. Can we work, please? Thank you. Okay. And then, nope, not like that. Come on. There we go. So our power is now up on this foundation, which is perfect and ideal. And the reason why I have this mechanical generator is I do want to keep some of the basic stuff really close by. I don't want it to be islands away or anything just to reduce lag. I kind of want it all to be kind of a cozy little town area. Yeah, and we might branch out at some point and make farther bases and stuff, but with this mechanical generator you can generate cobblestone, and it's just a lot more lag friendly rather than the drills and everything combined with the animations and everything. It just kind of gets heavy on your computer. So if you have a weaker computer, I do recommend this Create Cobblestone mod. It is very useful whenever you do have a, I don't want to say weaker, but just a computer that struggles, I should say. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to, what am I looking for? Gearboxes, which are right here. And actually I put this one too low. So we are going to do that and rotate that one. We're going to place another one up here. Actually, another two up here. Like so. Okay. So, we are going to place our gearboxes like so. And actually, those are facing the wrong way, or rotating the wrong way. So what we can do is come down here, rotate it, and now they are going to be facing the right way. So we can put down our crushing wheels just like so. We can put a chute right here, and then a chute down here. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, we're going to want this one more away. Just so, or maybe two more? One more. We'll do two just in case. It's not going to look the greatest, unfortunately. But it will do the job nicely. And what we will do is hopefully this will be facing the right way. It is perfect. We'll be putting a leaf, and just temporarily we're going to put a block there. Put a chute, another chute right there, And we are going to put our mechanical generator not that way. Can I rotate it? Yes. Hold on. Oh wait, it goes both ways. Okay, interesting. I did not know that. Okay, let's grab a piece of cobblestone and put that in there. And also, this recipe is pretty simple once you get into the brass age. Nothing too complicated. And we are going to connect this up to SU. Hold on. I want to set this fan up. Yes, I have another water bucket. Perfect. So that will wash. So basically what we're doing, we're generating cobblestone. This will drop down into the chute, into these crushing wheels, which will give us gravel. And then the gravel will drop onto the floor here and be washed by this fan that's behind water. And it will push it across until we get to probably around here. And I will set up a drawer system, especially to start, that will kind of automatically sort and organize our iron from flint, because when you wash gravel you get iron and flint. So I'm going to create a simple little drawer setup real quick, and then we can start this farm up. Okay, so we are back, and what we're going to do is I'll say, we'll honestly put it relatively close, because then maybe we can fit another machine here. So we'll just say here. That'll work. And we will grab our andesite funnel. It's okay being andesite because we will have these drawers like so. And what we're gonna do is, hopefully, yes, I have some iron nuggets on me, so we'll just specify that one. The other one we don't need to specify because the iron will prioritize the one it's already assigned to, and so this will be perfect. And all we have to do is break that. Notice how it instantly picked up. We don't want that. Oh, actually, we will need to specify. Darn it, do we have any flint? I forgot. If we didn't specify it, it would be left to pick up gravel, and we don't want that. And so we will just put this in there like so, lock it. Also, this drawer key is very simple, nothing too crazy. We did have to use a diamond on this drawer controller, and then just a couple pistons for this compacting drawer. But there's our setup right there, and all we have to do is connect this with a shaft, and as you can see, it will instantly start producing that gravel, and as it washes right here, it will slowly go into here, and we will start getting some flint and iron. Obviously, we're in it for the iron. I do not mean to collect that, but we're in it for the iron, which, dang, we already have 33. Oh, because I had some in my inventory. Whoops. But we're in it for the iron. We don't care about this flint. Maybe in the future we can use it to produce andesite, but as of right now, this is what we want. And I actually believe, let me look. If we look at the cobblestone generator, can we look at the uses? No, we cannot. But this says click on the generator with a stone type to set the generator type. So I believe we might be able to just make andesite from this. Maybe. I mean, I can try it real quick, maybe, if I have andesite on me. I don't. Do I want to go through the effort to try it? Kind of. Because if it does, then that'll make our lives a lot easier, and it will make the lag a lot less. Because you need a bunch of like compacting and presses and lava and all of that for producing andesite. And no, I don't believe so. I believe if it were to work, I mean, am I going to go through this effort? I think so. We'll break this real quick so it resets. We'll place it back down. Put this in there, and no. Okay. So we will have to go through the process of producing andesite in the long run. Right now we are good. We have about like 10 stacks of andesite, but now we have our iron automated, which is awesome. And again, a byproduct is flint, which actually, if we want to solve any future issues, because that drawer will get clogged up at some point, we will simply, I think I already have them. We'll take one of these upgrade templates, surround it in obsidian, and it will create a void upgrade. And this simply just gets rid of any extra that this drawer will have. I think they store up to 2048 into there, but then after that it will all get destroyed, so we don't have to deal with any extra flint that we don't need. The next setup, we're actually going to need another one of these, which again isn't too difficult. Hopefully we have enough items to make it. I mean, now that we have the iron farm, we're never gonna run out of iron, thankfully. So let's just grab a handful of this. We will start pressing it. I mean, I'll have extra plates, but that's fine. And I'm gonna grab a bucket of lava from here, and like so. And then I believe, do we have any more brass casings? No, we do not. So let me grab a log and strip it real quick. We'll make two, why not? And then we will, do we have drills? I believe I made extra, yes. Perfect. And I believe, oh, we need to put the sheet onto there. Perfect. And there we go. And this next generator is going to be very simple, very easy. My goal is just to make an automatic block farm, nothing too crazy. And it will need, what am I looking for? It will need these millstones. And is there anything else I will need to grab as of right now? I think we might have to make more of these chutes. So let me grab a couple extra iron, which again, thankfully, we don't have to worry about running out anymore. Gone are the days where we have to go mining in between episodes, really. Unless I need more copper or something, but I think we have the setups we need. I have a infinite water over there, and then infinite lava here that is pretty expandable until we get an actual infinite lava source. I didn't mean to turn all of those into plates. Gosh, dang it. Let me grab some more iron, and we will make these into chutes. And this setup is going to be very simple and very easy. If you've seen any content on Create, you will probably recognize or have seen a variant or variation of this setup. But with this mechanical generator, it will be very useful. Let me grab some simple scaffolding blocks. And, let's see. If I put... Okay, let me start from the ground first. So we will want a chute for... Here, these will stand for temporary drawers for now. So we will want a chute, or sorry, a drawer for sand, a drawer for gravel, a drawer for cobblestone. Anything else? I mean, from cobblestone, you can, what's it called? Crush it into gravel, okay. And then or millstone into gravel. And then if we use that, oh, we'll have to use crushing wheels for sand, won't we? Because if we, yes. Okay. And then we could also get clay from this. That would be useful. Anything further from that? I mean, no, not really. Okay. So this will actually change the design a little bit, but that should be okay. So I got this set up now. It looks a little janky, but what we will do is we will get rid of this. That will be our controller IO, and we will be connecting it to this drawer controller, just so we don't have to make another one and spend another diamond. And we will actually, can we fit something there? Yeah, so we'll do that. These two, one will be a compacting drawer, that will be for our clay. One will be a regular drawer over here, and then over here will be the same. It will be two regular drawers. And right here I have oak trim. It is from the mod storage drawers. And what we're going to do is basically mine out a simple little area here, and we are probably going to run into our water wheel system, but that's fine. I mean, you're not going to be able to see, yeah, there's our water wheels. You're not going to be able to see this since it is going to be underground. And what we're doing is we're going to connect this from here to here, and we will have it come up like so. Let's fill this back in. I don't know exactly how it went, so I'll just do this. Oh, not gravel. Wrong, oh no. Like so. And this will, let's take this for now. Because this is just simply storing our gravel, and we don't want that currently. And that, I just realized, means we won't be able to store gravel in this storage system. Unless we just put a stack upgrade, or we have a certain amount that this will stack to, and then the rest will continue to get washed and stuff like that. We might do that. That might make it easier. So let's just put this in here so it's already specified. Whenever this gets full, this will start overflowing, which I think will be okay. And then what we want to do is I will just set a temporary block there. And we will use a andesite funnel right there. So whenever we start connecting this to power and producing sand, that will go straight into our storage system whenever we put this drawer controller back down. This one will be cobblestone. This one will be clay, which I don't believe we have. I don't think I've ever harvested clay. I know we're right next to a river, so I'm sure, yeah, there's some right here. Just grab some real quick. And then I will also grab some clay. Or some sand, sorry. Just so we can specify what these drawers will hold. So over here, we will put clay and then sand. So whenever these are completely ready, which we can connect this, and it will start filling up this gravel drawer until it is full, and then it'll start washing our gravel again. We shouldn't need gravel all too often. Now, the next thing I want to do is make some smart, or what are they called? Brass tunnels, I think. Yes, brass tunnels. We're gonna need our polished rose quartz, and iron sheets. We're gonna need our, do we have our calculus? No, it's right here. Okay. So we'll do this real quick. Put that there. I believe it was 2 like so, 2 like so. Yes, perfect. And what this will do, this will make it easier for us to split this stack into equal amounts. So right here, if you go up here, you can see that it says split, and this will split everything that comes from this generator into even stacks and proceed onto the other belts. You can force split, which I believe means that it will wait until there's a perfect amount to split. And then there's round robin, which will do 1, 2, 3, and then back, which I think will work fine for our purpose. And I am gonna put a brass funnel on that. Perfect. So we will have, I'll put, oh, nope, not like that, like that. And then just temporarily, because I don't know what the exterior of this building is going to look like, but temporarily we'll put something there. So we don't have blocks flying off of these belts. Perfect. And then let's specify this for our cobblestone. And all we have to do is connect this to power now. Is this almost? Yes. So once this is full, we will start producing iron again. Okay. So let's see. Ooh, did not mean to fall. I think the best way to bring over power, dang it, wait, I did that wrong. I guess we can do kind of a weird setup, but hopefully this will work fine. We'll do that. And then let me grab our shafts. I can put that away. And that is moving the correct direction. Perfect. And then we need to power these belts up here, that cobblestone generator, and these millstones. To connect this cobblestone generator, I believe we could just, let me think real quick. I think our best way, oh, not like that. Our best way would be like so, and then, dang it. We could actually, hold on. Because I don't believe the directional power matters for this. So if we do that, do I have any more belts? Yes. We could just power, I can't be shift. We could just power it like that. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It's not the best, but it's better than having a bunch of gearboxes up there. Okay, so that's connected. Now we just need to connect this, this, and this. I think the best way would probably start by putting a cogwheel down. Let me go sleep. And I do want to work on like lighting up this area and everything, just so we don't have to sleep every night. I feel like it's kind of inconvenient sometimes. But we will put these like so they are connected. Okay. And then, gosh dang it, I keep on falling. Let me see. I mean, it would be nice if we could just bring up power from here. Or maybe we could, this is going to be cog spam, but maybe we can do something like so. Okay. And then we're actually going to need more shafts. So let me make those. We'll put one here, and then, hopefully, I don't think it will be, but let's try it and see. Hopefully this will be facing the right way. Oh, wait. Rotate? No, it's not. Dang it. Will it change depending on... Oh, not like that. Depending on which way is exposed, it would. But, dang it. Oh, wait. We could just do it from here on this side. And same method, just like so. And perfect. Yes! So this is now our milling setup. And as you can see, since this gravel is full, it goes to here. And this should just not produce until we need it, which is perfectly fine for me. And then this all should eventually just like kind of back up. And is there a way? Can I just do 64 for you? So that you're only dropping a stack at a time? Because I saw there was like one over here at a time. Yes. Okay, perfect. So now we are getting clay, sand, and cobblestone. I believe the clay is just a byproduct, right? Or am I... Is it a byproduct of sand, right? Or am I just being dumb? Where's the regular sand? Okay. What? Hello? Work, please. Oh, that's suspicious sand. That's not what we want. Where's the regular sand? Oh my gosh, making this hard. Okay. Yes, so there is a chance for us to get clay. Yes, there is. Okay. So we'll be getting clay as well. I mean, I don't know how much clay I will be using. It might be nice for some of our accents, but I believe this is all that we will be using for now. And this will continue to produce until it is all full. As you can see, these two are full, so they are done. But these ones are not, so this sand will be continue to produce. I cannot get off this belt. Hello? Thank you. This will continue to produce until it is full. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun YouTube stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!